Welcome into a very special Next Man Up Commanders family. Because we got a future Hall of Famer in the building, decided to take his talents to the burgundy and cold. Currently leads the NFL in sacks for current players, the big dog, Von Miller. Welcome, brother.
I appreciate you. Thanks for having me.
Hey, man, it's a pleasure to have you, bro. You just put pen to paper. How's it feel to be a Commander?
It feels good. I've been in the league. It's going on my 15th year, so you know a little bit about every team. This team is a really good team. Janie Daniels is a really good quarterback. Young quarterback, but he's really, really good, man. And I've been blessed to play with some good ones, from Peyton Manning to Matthew Stafford to Josh Allen. You know, you just can't leave those guys and go to anybody. So I think Jaden Daniels is going to be on the list with those same guys in the future.
And we know a guy like Jaden Daniels would make anybody want to play here, right? But in year 15, when you've done it all, when you have that future Hall of Fame career, what makes you say, I'm going to take my talents to Virginia, to the DMV, and play for the Commanders?
I think, it all started with the potential of this team. I had felt like I had known Dan Quinn for a long time, and I had just met him a month and a half ago.
Wow.
But I had felt like I had been knowing him. All the guys that have played for him, they rave about him. They love him. And when I was presented with the opportunity to come here, I couldn't resist, man. And, this team has a lot of potential, and I just wanted to add to that. I just wanted to be a part of the culture. I'm a team guy. I don't like to toot my own horn, but when it comes to being one of the guys, like I'm the best at it. I'm the best at blending in. I'm the best at getting the guys together, vibing with the guys, bringing the locker room together. Like I'm the best at that. It ain't nobody around the league that do that better than me. And I've heard about this team and the type of culture they have, and I wanted to add to that.
I love that confidence, man. Even just saying that just now, I feel like I'm talking to a Joe Witt Jr. guy. Now, Joe Witt Jr. has only been a defensive coordinator for one season. However, I think he's well known around this league, man. How do you see yourself fitting in what's already working here in that Joe Witt Jr. system?
Yeah, I mean, I'm here to get sacks. I'm here to add to the pass rush. And I'm here to do whatever it takes to win the game. Whatever it takes to win. If that's blitzing, if that's playing the run, if that's sacking the quarterback, I'm here to do it. Been in the league 15 years, and there's nothing better than a locker room after a big win. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to, to vibe in the locker room, to celebrate in the locker room after big wins. All wins are great, but the big ones, the big ones in December, January, and February, that's why I'm here.
And I heard you're going to be rocking the number 24. Is that correct?
Yep.
What goes into that? Because I think you had posted something showing Champ Bailey in that 24, an ex-Washington player. Man, what made you decide to do 24?
58 was gone, 40 was gone. So
all right.
And then five is obviously gone.
Yeah.
But those are the only numbers that I've worn, throughout my whole football career. I wore 24 one time in college. One of my DeSoto alumni, he had got injured in practice, and he was paralyzed from, the neck down, and his number was 24. And I wore it for one game, in support of him, Corey Bonner, in college. It was my junior year. This is my junior year in college, and I wore 24 in the game versus Arkansas at Texas Stadium, and, it just spoke to me too. I'm a huge Kobe fan as well, and that number just spoke to me, and they told me about, 58 being gone, 40 was gone. So 24 was just next, and it just kind of spoke to me. And, obviously I play with Champ Bailey, huge fan of Champ Bailey. And, when he was here, he was 24 too. So, it was a lot of things that kind of just tied me to that number, and, that's the number that I'm going to wear when I get here.
Sounds like a great decision. Sounds like a lot's tied into that decision. Now, when you speak of decisions, right, and we look at what you've already done, we look at that resume, the things you already accomplished. You said going into year 15. I've sat here with Zach Ertz. I've sat here with Bobby Wagner, two guys that have also done enough to be considered into that Hall of Fame, to be considered for that gold jacket. And I had to ask them the same thing. Why? Yeah. Why keep going? What is Von Miller's why? You've accomplished so much already.
Yeah.
What drives you now?
Man, just the opportunity to win another Super Bowl. I wrote "Remember Your Why" on my mirror. I think it was like February. I think it had to be like February 16th, 2025 at the beginning of this year. Just a little affirmation on my mirror so I could look at it every day. And why I do it, man, I got 2 young boys. You know, my oldest he'll be 4 next month, August 16th, and my youngest he'll be 3, February 7th. And you know, I want them to be able to remember me. I want them to be able to see me play, and I don't want to just be on YouTube. If that's what it is, if that's what I got to do, like, hey, go to YouTube, watch Daddy, then that's what I got to do. But I want them to remember. I want them to remember me playing. I want them to remember me making great plays. I want them to remember the guys that, you know, that I hung around and that I played with. And, you know, Dan Quinn has a really tight-knit culture here with the family and having the kids and everybody here, and I wanted to be a part of that. So, another wise, obviously, I want to get as many sacks as possible. You know, try to break into that top 10. I got 129 and a half sacks. I think top 10 will put me if I can get to. You
know how many more you need for top 10?
I can get 8 more sacks.
8 more get you in that top 10. 3 more will make you pass Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah. So a lot of greats right there on the list. A lot of greats that I looked up to, and just to be able to, you know, pass those guys. You know, you play long enough, you get enough sacks, you have an opportunity to do it. And I'm just taking advantage of my opportunity that was presented to me, man. It's nights that I sat in my hotel room and prayed, let me go out there and play well tomorrow. Let me go out there and win the game, want to win the Super Bowl. Let me play well enough so I can get a college scholarship. You know, these are all prayers that I had when I was younger going, you know, through this process in my career. And I just don't want to just get out of the way. You know, obviously you don't want to get kicked out of the league, but you don't want to leave too early.
Yeah.
And I still think I'm in a sweet spot and I can still play. And, you know, it's a great opportunity to come play for a contender. So here I am.
Vaughn, I don't think nobody kicking you out of anywhere, man. But it's crazy to hear somebody that has a Super Bowl, like I said, has those accolades, and you talk about you still needed to write an affirmation for yourself. You still need to remind yourself about your greatness. There's a humbleness in that. Yeah. What do you get from those moments where you take a step back and say, okay, I'm gonna write these things down because there's still goals to accomplish. There's still ways I need to be locked in.
Yeah, it's power in just writing it out. It's power in saying negative stuff too. Yes. So I always try to stay away from all of that. I'm super sensitive to that. And I think that's why my teammates that I play with, they respect me for that. I'm super sensitive to that. I feel that. But also I'm trying to be the most optimistic person that I possibly can be. And obviously, just because you're optimistic don't mean, you know, positive stuff is going to happen. But if you're negative stuff is going to happen 100% of the time. So for me, I just try to stay present, try to control what I can control, and just try to stay positive, and just take it one day at a time. And, you know, here we are.
Man, that awareness of your mentality and your emotions is so valuable, man. And then you enter a linebacker room with another future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner, and a guy really trying to get it right now in Frankie Louvu, man. How excited are you to be able to play alongside guys like that? And what do you think you bring to add to what's already working there?
Man, I'm like I said, I'm a team guy, man, and I know ball. I know ball. You know, every team has different terminology and different language, of course, that you got to learn. But when it comes to ball, I got a PhD in it. It doesn't matter if it's offense, defense, special teams, you know, I just know. And we got some great guys here. We got some real dogs here. Those two guys, it was a huge part of the reason why I decided to come here, along with Jaden Daniels and, you know, Deron Payne and, you know, all of these guys, man. So you play long enough in the football league, in the National Football League, you'll know a little bit about every team. And it's a lot to be known about this team, man. They're right there on the edge, got a lot of talent. And I just want to, you know, supplement that. I just want to, you know, add to that. You know, have the opportunity to be the first player to win 3 Super Bowls or 3 different teams. That's enough to get you motivated as well. And then selfishly, you know, I just want to see if I'm the magic that did it. You know, if I'm the magic that can make it happen. You know, do I have the stuff to improve the team? Am I really the team guy that I think I am? These are all challenges that, you know, that I face every single day that I'm excited to face. And, yeah, I'm excited to get in here with these guys and, you know, help with the mentality, help with the mindset, help with the culture. Obviously get sacks on the football field and just supplement to already is what it is, to supplement to a great team that's already being built.
And you mentioned those accolades, that list, being in that top 10, and what that would mean for you as far as sacks go. Can you put that into words, what it'll mean? Because I know a guy like LT, somebody you looked up to, somebody that you dreamed of being able to be. Well, you have a good chance of surpassing that. Just 3 sacks away. 6 sacks last year. We got to imagine we're going to see a lot of sacks this year, man. What is that going to mean to you, to be able to pass those guys that were your idols and now are your peers?
Man, I just get goosebumps thinking about it. Like, you know, a little kid thinking about playing football as a little kid and having a dream to play in the National Football League, and here we are going to year 15. I just need 3 sacks to, you know, pass LT and 8 sacks to be in the top 10. Like, it's a blessing, man, and I'm humbled by it. And at the same time, I just want to take advantage of my opportunity. I want to be present and just really control everything that I can control and see how far I can really push it, see how far I can really take it. You know, I don't like to be an autopilot. I like to come to work with a purpose and an intention, you know, each and every day that I come here. And, you know, I got a great opportunity to really add to all of that stuff. And I just want to be present and take advantage of everything that I possibly can, to get as much as I possibly can, but not to be greedy or anything like that, but just to take advantage of this opportunity that God has blessed me with.
Amen. And God is good, ain't he?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
all
sir.
the time.
Yeah, all the time he is good. And Vaughn, we talk about this manifesting, you know, writing things down, putting positivity in the atmosphere. I'm one of those guys too. What's the expectation for Von Miller going into year 15? Yes, you had 6 sacks last year, but I know for somebody like you, that might not be enough. What is the expectation going into this year?
You know, it's you know, expectation is crazy because, you know, we all have great expectations.
We all do.
We all want, like, you know, we all want to be like the best, and we all want to, you know, be billionaires, and we all want, you know, it's just that's how the human heart is and the human mind is. I just want to take advantage of my opportunity. You know, we have a unique opportunity in time. Me especially, you know, I'm 36. I'll be 37 in March. I can still play. It's a unique opportunity, and the timing is right. And I just want to take advantage of that. That's all it really is for me. I want to take advantage of everything that's presented with me. Nothing in life happens by coincidence. You know, I'm here for a reason. I'm here. It's a purpose and an intention behind it, and I just want to take advantage of that. Whatever that may be, you know, we're still trying to figure it out. You know, if that's going out there and getting 20 sacks, cool, I'll take it. You know, if it's another 6 sacks, I'll take it. You know, whatever God presents to me, you know, I'll take it. But at the same time, I'm gonna control everything that I possibly can control. I'm gonna go out there and practice and play and work to, you know, be up there with the top guys. You know, whatever is presented to me, though, I take it, and I'm humbled by that, and I'm appreciative and grateful for whatever it is I'll be able to receive.
Vaughn, well, I don't know if you've heard the saying, but one thing Dan Quinn loves, dog-ass competitors. And Vaughn, let me tell you, sitting here for just these few minutes, man, I could tell you a dog-ass competitor, and I can't wait to see what you do. Congratulations on all the success so far. Congratulations on the new contract, a new bag. It's a beautiful thing. And welcome to the DMV, my brother.
I appreciate you. I'm excited to be here. Let's go get it.
Oh, yeah, let's go get it. Commanders family, our next man up, future Hall of Famer, gonna bring some sacks to the burgundy and gold. My guy, Von Miller.